On the night of February 1314, 2000, in Shelby, North Carolina, 9-year-old Asha degree woke, packed a small book bag, and disappeared into the darkness of a heavy storm. Her bed lay empty in the early morning. Her family awakened to a nightmare they never asked for. How does a child vanish in the middle of the night? What drove her out into the cold, rain, and unknown? Tonight we explore Asha's case step by step. Who was Asha and the last known moments? Asha was a 4th grader, full of life, playing on her school's basketball team, with pigtails and a smile that everyone remembered. On that stormy night, her father checked on her at 2:30 a.m. She was asleep. But by around 4 a.m., 2 truck drivers independently reported seeing a young girl walking alone along Highway 18. One turned around to help, and the girl ran into the woods. That was the last confirmed sighting. In the morning, her book bag was gone. No signs of forced entry. Something deeply unnatural had happened. The investigation begins. Search teams, local police, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, and the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation, SBI, joined the effort. 4 months, volunteers combed woods, roads, and fields. No body. No clear suspect. A year and a half later, the book bag was found buried about 30 miles away in Burke County, wrapped in black plastic bags. Inside, Asha's school books and, curiously, a t-shirt belonging to a pop group she didn't own. Investigators concluded this was likely not a runaway. Early leads included a dark green 1970s era car, possibly linked to the night of the disappearance. Years passed with little public progress. Then, in September 2024, new search warrants were executed at multiple properties tied to the Roy Dedman family near Shelby. In the warrants, it was revealed DNA from Asha's belongings matched 2 individuals, one of the Dedman daughters, then teen, and a man named Russell Underhill, who died in 2004. Investigators changed their hypothesis. Asha was likely a victim of homicide. Her body concealed. Later in February 2025, more warrants were issued. Cell phones and digital data from Dedman family members were seized. Text messages showed one of the daughters stating, "The theory is I did it. Accident. Covered it up." A witness at a party claimed the same daughter admitted, "I killed Asha degree." The witness passed a polygraph. Investigators believe the father and mother may have aided in execution or concealment. By May 2025, the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office said significant progress has been made in the investigation. However, no arrests or public charges have been announced. The case remains open. The reward has increased. Public tips are still crucial. What we still don't know and why it matters. Why did Asha leave her home that night? Did she go willingly or was she forced? How did she end up so far from home? Buried items and mismatched t-shirt in the book bag? If the Dedman family is involved, what is their precise role? This case underscores major themes: missing children, cold case investigations, forensic DNA, and how time complicates evidence. The community of Shelby continues to walk the roads, maintain billboards, hold vigils, hoping someone will speak. Investigators say it's never too late for new information, even decades later. Someone out there knows something. Closing and call to action. Asha Degree's disappearance changed lives. For her parents, her brother, her town. She was a child with future, snatched into the unknown. As of now, the search continues. DNA matches, search warrants, text message evidence, all pieces, but the full truth remains hidden. If you have any information, even something you thought was unimportant, report it. Contact the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office, Missing and Exploited Children tip line. Every clue matters. The little girl who vanished on Valentine's Day still waits for answers. And by continuing to tell her story, we keep hope alive.
Asha Degree was 9 years old when she vanished. Detectives say witnesses told them they saw her pulled into a green car like this. Investigators say she had no contact with her family, no footprints on social media, or listed genealogy profile. And the search warrants say, based on those findings, investigators believe Asha Degree was a victim of homicide with her body concealed.
We need to investigate that.
The warrants point to this moment, 1 year after Asha disappeared, as a key factor. Construction workers in Burke County found trash bags with Asha's clothes inside. They say a hair sample from Asha's undershirt matched the DNA of a 13-year-old daughter of the suspects Roy Lee Dedmon and Connie Elliott Dedmon. Owners of several properties searched by federal and state agents last week. The warrants say the other DNA found in the bag belongs to a man who was a resident of this rest home in Vail, owned by the Dedmons. Warrants say employees here told investigators they were told that Roy Lee Dedmon would send his 16 to 17-year-old daughter to transport patients. The warrants went on to say that due to the age of Dedmon's daughters at the time that Asha disappeared, adult assistance from Roy and Connie Dedmon would have been necessary in the execution and or concealment of the...
I thank God for the 9 years that we did get to have her. And I do miss all the years, and it makes me sad for what I have missed. And I we look at O'Brien, and we can cut up with him, and she's always there. She's the first thing I think of when I get up in the morning, and the last thing I think of when I go to bed. So it's, people think, because they see us laughing, going to work, we never forget. I will never forget as long as I draw breath.